Thanks to the leadership and dedication of Senator Cornyn, Senator Tillis, and several of their counterparts across the aisle, we're considering a bipartisan bill that will make our country safer without making it any less free.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. So it's because of that guy and other so-called Republicans like him that we now have the ATF dropping another brand new rule. So the ATF had recently published an advanced proposal for a rule. Now they have published the proposal for the rule and are now allowing comments on it. So today we're going to be talking about what it is, how the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act is involved in this, and what exactly is going on. Because according to this new rule, again, it turns out that law-abiding citizens overnight could become felons. Let's talk about it. This channel is proud to be sponsored by the USCCA. If you carry for your own protection, you need a USCCA membership. With your membership, you get that self-defense liability, which is absolutely priceless. So if you are interested, check out the link in the description box. Let's get to it. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what's going on here. So not that long ago, Congress passed the so-called Bipartisan Safer Communities Act. Now, they all touted it as being something good that wouldn't infringe on anybody's Second Amendment rights. It was completely benign.
Its key provisions are hugely popular with the American people. This is a common sense package. Its provisions are very, very popular. It contains zero new restrictions, zero new waiting periods, zero mandates, and zero bans of any kind for law-abiding gun owners.
But in reality, what it did is it opened the door for even more gun control. And these are people who are supposed to understand how bills are written and how words have meaning and meaning has effect, right? But they either one, didn't care that this was going to happen, they knew it was going to happen, but they didn't care, or they were just ignorant and maybe didn't even read the entire thing. But one of the things that the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act did is it changed the definition of who is somebody who's considered to be a firearms dealer. Now, the problem there is that a lot of us sort of buy, sell, trade, right? That's kind of one of the things that we do, maybe to get something else that we want, or, you know, maybe just we have a big collection and, you know, getting a little bit short on funds, and so that's how you kind of, you know, get through those hard times, right? So you kind of get rid of some things to make it, if you're living paycheck to paycheck and you need to get through. That's just what some people do. Well, if you do that now, and you're not keeping paperwork, and you're not letting them know, and you're not registering as a dealer, etc., you're going to be in some serious trouble. And we're talking about massive financial problems, $250,000 fines, and so forth. So a lot of people are asking, okay, what's going on here? What exactly is considered a dealer under the new definition? Now, they're saying that this all falls under the GCA. The GCA has basically said that, you know, dealers are somebody who basically make a profit and derive their livelihood from these transactions. And now what they've done is they've changed it to anybody who basically is getting a profit from these transactions. So the way that they have it defined is so vast, it's so wide open and so open to interpretation that pretty much anybody who transfers anything, even back to an FFL, could be considered a dealer. Let me just point out some of the examples that they give in the ATF's own proposed rule itself. So let me just go ahead and put this up on the screen. I believe this is going to be number 4 on their list here. So if you do any of these, then you are somebody who is violating the GCA under this new proposed rule, where it says 4, repetitively sells or offers to sell firearms within 30 days after they are purchased. So simply just, I don't know, getting rid of it after 30 days. You bought it, you hate it, you're going to get rid of it. That's it. That's enough to get you on that list as a dealer right there. Anything that's new or even like new in their original packaging. So if it's new or like new in its original packaging, then that'll do it right there. So something maybe you got a long time ago, never even took it out. It's brand new. Or maybe you took it out once. It's like new. That's enough right there. And then C, that are of the same or similar kind, make, manufacturer, model, caliber, gauge, and action and type, i.e. the classification of firearm or rifle. Those are just 4 of the simple ones that I wanted to show you. Now, that's just 4 of the more easy to understand examples. There's a lot more going on in that 109-page rule. So there is a lot going on there, a lot to understand, but like I said before, it is also extremely vague. So these are the things that I could find that were a little bit more specific. But what you have to understand here is like things like number 4 in that list, right? So there was, or I think it was A, B, or C, maybe it was C. But the one that says like or similar items, right? So let's say that I bought 2 of something, okay? 2 of the same thing. Maybe it's just because I watched a video game and I thought I could go akimbo with something and I was just trying to be tactical. Whatever it is, it's a free country. I got it because I wanted to. Or because they were the last 2 in the store and maybe they weren't going to get any more, so I got both of them. And then later on down the road, I decide, you know what, that was probably a stupid idea to do that, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of them. Just that alone, the fact that you have 2 of the same thing or 2 of the similar thing within the same classification, that alone can make you fall as a dealer. And so as you can see, this really opens the door to just about anybody getting rid of pretty much anything at any time to anyone, including somebody with a license. So it's just absolutely out of control what they have going on here. They have a website, I guess, that's set up to accept comments, and so you guys can head over there and comment. And there are a list of requirements. I'll actually put a link directly to the proposed rule down below so you can read it, because there's a list of requirements that they have. You have to reference the CFR number. You have to reference, basically what you're talking about, which proposed rule, and stuff like that. And those things have to be in that information that you provide in your response to this proposed rule. So I'll put that down below. You guys can read that, and it's got the website there as well so that you can leave your comment. But that's exactly what I suggest you do. These people, again, in Congress that kept telling us that absolutely nothing's going to happen and law-abiding citizens aren't going to see any effects from this whatsoever, but it's going to keep people safe, have lost their minds. They have lost their minds because the exact opposite is happening. It incentivizes states to pass red flag laws. It'll give them money. If they do so, they say that within those red flag laws, there's due process.
States will receive new money for crisis intervention programs of their own choosing. And if they choose to use the money for so-called red flag laws, those laws will have to meet a new, higher standard for due process.
And there's not. We know that if you don't even find out about it till after the fact, where's due process in that? But it incentivizes states to pass something that they don't have quite yet. It's led to new definitions, new ATF rulemaking. It's led to changes in the GCA and updates and all sorts of stuff. So everybody who looked you in the eye, or everybody who looked in the camera and said that this is not going to have an effect on our constitutional rights at all, was lying. That's basically what it comes down to, because as you can see right here, it's already within a year having a major effect. And another thing that's going to happen here is that this is going to lead to a registry, and I'll tell you why, because everybody that has to do something, let's say if you want to get rid of a couple things and maybe it makes you fall under this particular category, you're going to have to get a license. You're going to have to keep all the record keeping, all the bookkeeping. You're going to have to put down all the serial numbers, all the relevant information and data that pertains to that particular transfer. And so guess what? There's going to be more record keeping. There's going to be more names, more numbers, and more things that are going to be searchable pretty much any time. So this, while it's just a small definition change that's being made here to who is considered what, it has massive implications, and I wanted to let you guys know about that. So check out the rule, check out that link, check out the rule for yourself, read it for yourself, find the examples, and then go leave a comment and let them know what you think about it. Now, just FYI, if you go off the rails in your comment, they're just going to trash it. So if you go off the rails and you just let them know what you really think, which is what we all really want to do, they're just going to disregard your comment altogether. So try and keep it civil, to the point, and let them know where you land on this. But make sure that it's something that they're going to hang on to, that they can publish, that they can read. So anyway, I want to thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. You guys have a great day.